Hi everybody, it's Georgia Rose from Zencuda, and today I want to give you information about the new moon in Cancer that's coming in Monday, July 20th at 1:36 p.m. This is happening at 28 degrees of Cancer, and I've circled here on our chart where that's occurring. A new moon is when the sun and the moon come together. Customarily, a new moon is for new beginnings, so it's a great time to set intentions. In Cancer, it represents home, security, home, your physical house and where you live, or it can also represent the interior home where you feel at home inside and the security of home, whatever that means for you. So this is a very intense energy that's coming in, and one of the reasons is because all through my videos since January, you've all heard me talk a great deal about the Capricorn energy that we have. And this is opposing, as you can see in the opposite side of the chart, if you follow in this area here for Capricorn, we have a stellium, which is a lot of planets all in one house or sign. And there we have Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and it's opposing this new moon in Cancer. So that means that this energy is at a polarity. Cancer energy is structures. It's our authorities, policemen, leaders of countries. It's the structures in our own life, whether we go to an institution for school or our job, the things that make us feel secure in the outside world. And this energy is opposing that new moon in Cancer, where it signifies home that we feel personally and within, and the things that make us feel secure, like our home and our family. So this can bring up issues surrounding home and family and the structures within, physically in the house you live in, or your perceptions of what security is in your home, your family life, and in the structures that surround that. Now, if you look a little further on the chart, we have some other aspects that are happening, and I just want to talk about them really quick as well. What we find is that we have in this area of the chart here, to move my little circle, we have something called Humara. And Humara is a dwarf planet that is the female goddess of warriors. It's a female warrior type energy. She's supposed to be symbolic of fertility and the need to be resourceful in your life. So think about how that plays into the securities and the resources that you have and the structures that you use for your own securities. And then the fourth part that this is opposing is over here, where we have Eris. And Eris is the goddess of war and discord. So these four aspects are forming what we call a grand cross. And usually when we have grand cross energy, it's an amplified and intense polarity, oppositions to energy that is very polarized and opposite, in order to bring it to the forefront, amplify it, intensify it, so that we have to handle it, we have to deal with it, we have to heal it, we have to find a solution for it. Eris, the goddess of discord, has been playing with us for a long time now. As you can see in this chart over here, it's actually next to a planet that we know as Mars in Aries right now. Aries is fire, it's power, it's force, it's explosive. Mars in Aries reacts like that. And with the goddess of war, Eris, and discord conjuncting that planet of Mars, that's why we see people taking to the streets. That's why we see people questioning their individual power against the structures, remember that Capricorn energy, of where we live. It might make us think about a different home or a different country, or changing the home in the country that we live in. And we see this playing out globally on the world stage. This new moon is so important to these aspects because this is starting to intensify the Cancer Capricorn accesses that we see here in these oppositions, where we see Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter all coming into the new moon and the sun, which is illuminating and amplifying that energy. Then we have Mars and the goddess of discord coming in, and Humara, the Hawaiian princess, the Hawaiian goddess of fertility, bringing us new ways to be resourceful. So there's also a lot of optimism here, because Cancer is a very heart-based energy. And Capricorn wants us to pull in new structures. So basically this new moon on Monday, is going to amplify the energy of change. It's going to amplify the energy of revolution, but for the good of us, so that we find new ways and alternate ways to really come in and strive to put new structures in place that are even better than the old ones. So we may see a little bit of discord, but in the end, it all makes us feel a lot better about our home, our security, our personal power, and also where we find our own fertile ground for new evolution. That feminine goddess Humera from Hawaii is a Hawaiian goddess. She also is coming into play a lot this year in the sense of nature. For those of you who have been really led to go out in nature more and more than you ever have before, it's because symbolically that particular dwarf planet, that goddess, is some energy that actually makes us go to nature in order to connect with divinity. So I would suggest one way to really process some of the intensity that we feel right now in the world is to go out, by the water or in the forest, but definitely bring some nature into your life. So that's the new moon in Cancer. Personally, for all of us, I think it's going to make us question our own security. You may see some people really wanting to have a lot of freedom and finding new ways to feel secure in their own life. And I think that's what this energy is going to bring out for us. So have a beautiful new moon Monday and enjoy the weekend. Get out there and see some sun. The best thing to do when there's a new moon is also set your intentions for whatever house it falls in for you, or for the archetype of Cancer, which it's in, which would be setting up ways that you really know you have a heart-based energy for love, emotion, the way you show that love and nurturing to the people around you, and most of all, self-care and how you nurture yourself. So it would be good to do a new moon ritual and maybe make some intentions for self-care. Thanks so much and have a great weekend. You can always find me on Zencuda.com, Zencuda Official on Instagram, and Zencuda on YouTube to book a private read-up. Just go to my website, Zencuda.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.